Friday, July 21st, 2023. I'm just taking the second video, second week now. I was down here just checking what the litter's like down on the site. It's had a clean up since last week. I did have contact by Twitter with Travelodge, and they were going to look into it, get their maintenance people onto it. And then I had a call from EG Group. He wanted to talk to me, but there was no time, so I'm just guessing that he's had a word with them down here to do a bit more cleaning of the perimeter. But the litter that was here last week has gone down the main drag. There's little bits at the side of the road, but nothing to speak of. So I'm hoping that they've sort of taken the task on board now. I'm just having a look down the side here at the hedges that I videoed last week, and behind the edges and in between, and it's all been cleared up. You can see that bit there. I had loads of it last time. Little bit there in the corner of that, but and a bit down here in the side of the pavement. But other than that, it's had a clean. They've gone around the perimeter, which is okay. That's what I wanted to happen, really. I don't know how long it would have taken them, but if they do it even once a week, it's going to keep it clear. Bits of litter on the road here, but again, nothing to speak of. So everywhere's looking quite good, really. We'll see what the Travelodge looks like in a bit. But I think what's happened is that the guys from the garage have come out up from the forecourt and they've gone into the perimeter areas round. There's a bit of litter there. And cleared up, so it's looking good today. And if they keep that up, then it means that we don't have to spend the time down here too much. There's a vape there just in the corner, so I'll wander around the outside of the garage and then see what it's like up the other side by the ditch. I came down here obviously last time where they're filling the tankers come to fill up, and there's still the cones there, broken cones. But other than that, again, it's looking good round here as well at first sight, so it can't be bad. I'll cross over to where the vacuum cleaner is and that, and just have a look round here. There's a golf club there lying there if anybody wants it. I'm not picking it up today. Somebody's dropped that, no doubt it'll disappear anyway. Looking down into the ditch, there's bits down in the ditch. There's still the plastic gloves and crisp packets and what have you down there, but they've been told not to climb down there. There's no risk assessment been done for them. It's what's under those trees going into the ditch is still there. In my mind, they can get down into it if they want to, but it's whether they've got the time to. But I'm not going to moan too much about that for the people that work here. In fact, I'm not moaning about them at all. They do a decent job around the place, but they just haven't got enough hours to get out and do it. Somebody needs to be employed, even if it's just once a week, to come down here and have a good clear up and keep it how we left it. So the bin's been emptied here, the lorry bin, which is good, and it looks like as well everything's been cleared from under these trees. So all in all, I think putting the message out on Twitter and dropping a few emails here and there has helped a little bit. Let's have a look under the trees here. Everything's been picked up here. There's a bottle there. I don't suppose that was there last week, I don't know. That paper it's just been torn up by birds or whatever, and there's a glove there. But all in all, I can't really grumble about the garage area, so well done EG Group for that. It's a pity that it had to come to that, really, and it is a pity that we worked here for 2 years and didn't really get the recognition from headquarters that we felt we deserved for doing this. I think what will happen eventually, there's no harm in us popping down here occasionally and just doing a sweep round. It's nowhere near as bad as it was when we took it on over 2 years ago, and like I said before, we'd cleared 11.5 tonne of rubbish from this site over that period of time, if not more really, over the last 12 months. So yeah, anybody driving in will be pretty pleased with the site, I think. I'll have a wander now down and have a look at Travelodge, because the main area was the bottom end, the right hand side of the Travelodge car park. That was the only place that gave us any hassle down here, and it was continuous, and it will be continuous because like I said, people are coming here at night and they're just using it as a dumping ground. And there are no bins as well. I don't think that's a bad thing at all, as long as staff are prepared to come and pick up whatever there is thrown around. It's all clear around this car wash area. Coming onto the car park now, there's definitely been a clean up down here. You can see straight away all of the litter's gone from inside the bushes. It's mostly been picked up off the car park. This is new stuff, I imagine, from yesterday. And down in this corner there's stuff as well, but again it's new and it wouldn't take much picking up, so hopefully they'll keep on it. But I'm just making a note of this because I'm going to come down there every week and see whether it drops back in that time. But yeah, looking good round here. However, obviously they couldn't get this into a bin bag, but this old piano's still here, which I'll make a note of, because that's been here now for nearly 8 weeks, probably 7-8 weeks. And around here is a normal dumping place. There's a can there, there's bits of litter around the back here, lots of cans here because this is where they lurk in the evenings. And behind here the bottles have gone. Remember, there was a load of beer bottles down here. They've all been picked up now, so that's good. So there has been a clear up on Travelodge car park. I don't know whether that's been done by Travelodge or whether it's been done by EG Group. Hopefully they've just had an effort between them to pick up. There's cans underneath the trees there, and inside the trees there's cans and bottles. This was the main area for Travelodge because it will get thrown into these bushes, and if it's not pulled out, then effectively it's going to build up again to what it was before. Just a Burger King cup there, a little bit of litter in the corner. It's not bad at all. And around this corner, I looked up towards the bedrooms last time. The stuff that was thrown out of bedroom windows before lying outside is still lying outside, so I don't think anybody's been around here doing a clean on the perimeter. So quite often, like I say, our problem is that the litter that we're finding these days is out of sight, out of mind, and that's why it builds up in town and countryside. Litter there as well along the edge of here. And then I'll walk down towards the Travelodge, their main car park area, and just have a quick look there. But I would imagine that if they've cleaned up down here, then they've also cleaned up at the top end of the car park. So yeah, a bit of litter there as well, but again nothing to speak of. I will go and have a word with the staff and just explain what's happened, because we got on well with them before, but we're just not getting any joy with head office, so that was our beef really. I think they're out here cleaning, so I'll go and have a word now. Yes, I've had a chat with Travelodge staff and it's all been good. You know what, we've never had a trouble with these guys when we've been down here. They're doing their bit, and as well as they can, and it's just down to the headquarters to take it seriously. There's bits of litter behind here, but I can't honestly say that it was here last week. So this area's not too bad at all. There's some cans in the bushes there which I'll check out next week. Bits of litter around here, but mainly again pulled out by animals who come down here over night time, and birds especially, and start pulling stuff out. And that's always been the case, and we Wombles come along and we pick it up the stuff's still down on the bank there that was before, but it's quite treacherous on this bank, and you know, there is health and safety involved in people's jobs, and if they're not paid to do it and they're not covered to do it, they're not going to do it. So the same litters here that was here last week in this back corner, so that's good. I'm going to go into Starbucks in a minute because there was another issue for us down here, which I'm about to resolve. And it was that when they built the Burger King, well, left behind was a large metal Grunden bin, which we made use of while we were clearing the site. And then there was also, we were given 5 waste bins, which we wanted to use and probably mark up for around the town. We were using them down here until we took them all away again, which made sense. But we had nowhere to store the Grunden bin or the waste bins, so we put it in the back store there at the back of Starbucks, and that was with the area manager's permission. And I was trying to get down here to do these bins up. It was doing no harm, I don't think, behind there. But anyway, what happened was I got a notification 2 weeks ago that someone from Starbucks management had been in and said they weren't insured to keep those bins in their store place at the back, and I had to get rid of them. Well, as you can appreciate, it's a large metal Grunden bin. I'm certainly not pushing it to my home, and even if I did, I couldn't keep it in my garage. So I'm now going to take it out of the store place and give it back to Burger King because it belongs to them, and then they can take it from there. So I've just gone to get my free Starbucks coffee, which is what I like. And just to say that the bin that I just told you about, the big metal Grunden bin, is now no longer in their store. It's back where it belongs. So what I've actually done is dragged it back and put it over there in the corner of the car park along with the 3 green ones. Now I imagine they'll wonder where that's come from and think it's been fly tipped, but it hasn't. It's been returned dutifully by me, because it's of no use to us anymore, mainly because, as I say, somebody in Starbucks threw the top of our bins away that were in it, so we can't really use it. But anyway, it was left behind by the contractors and it belongs to Grunden, and I would imagine that when they come down here they'll take it away with them at some point to be used elsewhere if they're still using the metal ones. So there it goes. Not too bad actually this morning. It's been cleaned up, and I will put this out there and I'll let the guys know that have been coming down here for the last 2 years that things are in order at the moment, so there's no major worry. But we'll just keep it chugging over for the next 5 weeks and see where we get to. To be honest, I've no problem if any of the guys want to come down here every now and again and just pick up, then that's fine. Mainly the perimeter areas really, then that will still keep the place looking nice. But I do feel to some extent we've done our bit down here and we need to concentrate on other areas of the town and just basically keep the managers, mainly upper management, on their toes about this place really. So yeah, I'll enjoy my coffee and then I'll head off and post this up later.